I currently don't use that much AI technology. I'm quite old-fashioned.
Yes, I took some machine learning courses in part of my physics degree.
Sure, I use AI on a daily basis, I guess. I use ChatGPT to help me to write. I use DeepL, that's an AI translator to learn Chinese. Yeah, AI is in my life.
Yes, of course. I think every young academic has used some version of AI now.
Not really, because I'm more of a humanities person. Actually, I really like poetry and writing too.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, when you're dealing with something as massive as the civil law, when you're dealing with something that big, of course AI is useful just simply for putting all that information together.
AI is a very important tool in everyday life right now, and for my research I sometimes would use AI to help me a bit with my translation and checking the grammar sometimes. I think they cannot do a lot of creative stuff.
I will use ChatGPT in my daily study or work. So I will use ChatGPT to get to know a new field quickly, and I think it can help me a lot, but I also think there are some problems with ChatGPT and AI technology, especially in the study.
I've found AI very useful for learning Chinese. If I have a sentence that I don't understand, much easier than like paying an expensive person to come and explain the grammar, and maybe they don't even explain it in a way that I understand. I can give AI a sentence and be like, can you explain the grammar of this sentence? And they explain it really well, and I don't have to pay any money, and it's immediate straight away.
Well, I won't be a translator because I think AI is doing a very good job of that now. But I do think that AI will be disruptive in its impact. I think that jobs will be lost, but I also think jobs will be created. And I think overall, I believe that the impact of AI for the moment seems to be positive in helping people do more with their work and making the most out of ChatGPT, efficiency and optimizing. However, I do think we shouldn't forget creativity and human effort does put together unique combinations. Then actually that's where innovation happens, is when you fail and then you try something else. So I think we still have a role to play.
Like more and more encompass all areas, especially with large language models, as a type of assistant and another way to do research, to brainstorm questions, to maybe get familiar with a topic that we don't have any expertise in.
And yeah, it creates new challenges, it creates new areas for cooperation. AI plays a really big role in that research for me.
I would think from my perspective of view, for international relations in terms of diplomacy, I don't think AI would fully be able to substitute human beings or diplomats. I think people are still very significant factors in terms of international relations.
So I think AI can be useful to get more inspiration, not only research, but also just like my own writing. So I think AI for me is mostly a creative force rather than helping me actually in my research.
I'm sure there are risks in this regarding the advance of human society in the long term especially, but in the near term, yeah, I'm optimistic that the main applications of AI can be very helpful for human society.
I am an AI optimist, so I am sure and I believe that AI technology will bring a lot of benefits in the future, starting from digitalization of different processes. Some man labor, it's gonna be just replaced by AI, and all of the people will benefit from that. And so many processes are getting optimized now. I think it's just gonna be even better in the future.
I also think that now that a lot of people can choose AI to write their essays for them instead of themselves, this is young people all over the world, I personally, that does make me a bit concerned. I think we maybe become lazy because we don't have to write as much, and I think writing is a really good skill to practice. But maybe not worried yet. I'm hopefully optimistic that we can, all over the world, we can use it in a good way.
I'm an optimist. I'm not really like a pessimist. I think AI is really a risk in many ways, because it's a new technology that we need to adapt to and integrate in our human societies. But I'm very optimistic about our future. Long term, I think AI can be a positive force. However, for that we need cooperation, and I think that it's important for us to keep in mind that we are in the end one world that live together, and the same way fire, electricity, all these things, steam engine, all of them came and revolutionized our world, all together. And I think for that we need cooperation too.
I think that AI has great potential. As long as we keep working together, as long as we keep promoting international cooperation in the field of AI to ensure that people can't misuse this technology, there is of course great potential for this technology to be misused. So it is in the vested interest of the international community, China, EU and everyone included, to work together and to work really hard to promote the sustainable growth of AI.
Well, I'm actually very positive about that because I think it is in our control that how we want to use AI technology. So I think speaking of the green development or in the regard of renewable energy, I actually think that AI technology can promote the development in this field because we can actually use AI technology to write more codes that can help our program run very well. And yeah, that is my perspective.